All right, welcome to Spark Tarot, and I'm your host, Mr. Renew. And today we got a crazy nighttime reading. It's just crazy because of the simple fact that it is a nighttime reading for me, and I just went through a lot of crazy shit. I just went through some crazy shit, bro, and I'm mad. So instead of just like tapping into the ego, I'm going to tap into the spirit, and just like let it go as much as I can. But I'm mad. This is a vent session, so let's get to yapping. All right, so as we begin to yap, I just want to let y'all know that I'm not happy. Actually, I'm pretty good right now. I never stay mad, because at the end of the day, I might come back to it and say some shit that I wish I would have said, when I was in the moment. But at the end of the day, I'm pretty good. So I said what I needed to say. So most of y'all already know that I be doing my thing with independent contract work, and so in this case, I'm an independent contractor, and I'll be working for Instacart, which means that I run my own business, and Instacart is the third-party mediator between me and the other businesses that we work with. In other words, this is what we call B2B, business-to-business marketing. This is B2B, or business-to-business collaboration. This would be like me tapping into another reader, and then YouTube being the moderator or the mediator between me and that other content creator. Now, with that being said, I'm mad. So if you ever go to Las Vegas, do not go to the 7-Eleven off of 1100 Las Vegas Road. Don't do it unless you want to go talk some shit to the guy I posted. Again, so incompetent. There's a coworker there who was amazing. Again, without him, I probably would have went behind the counter and beat that dude ass. But this dude, again, just instantly brushed me off when I came in. He was just so stupid in so many regards. Just so dumb, bro. To the point to where, like, again, kids even understand that I can, like, think. Bro didn't even want to think. So it was just so frustrating, because at the end of the day, I called Instacart and I confirmed that I was in the right location. I was where I needed to be. The batch was, everything was good and confirmed on my side. And you know what? This nigga did not take accountability whatsoever, to the point to where I'm screaming and yelling at this dude. His coworker's trying to get me to calm down, relax, and leave. And me, no. Everything that this dude did, everything that this dude said just infuriated me, to the point to where I was ready to beat his ass. This dude was like 6'3" with a whole bunch of tattoos. He had a grill in his mouth, and he just looked like he put on a persona as if he was that nigga. Like, if he was that nigga, came out the pen, all of this shit, just a hood-ass gangster nigga. And you know what? I just was trying to do my fucking job, bro. I was just trying to do my job and not be brushed off and not be treated like I was a crackhead or a meth head, like he was trying to claim me to be, proclaim me to be to the authorities, and then try to treat me like that. I was so mad. I was ready. This dude even called the cops on me and lied. He lied through his teeth. But this stupid ass dude don't understand that they record. Convenience stores record interactions. So crazy. He's so dumb. He doesn't even realize that I never threatened him whatsoever, but he brought out the taser. and then flashed the taser and like did so many things to indict himself in a criminal charge. So stupid. And then he wanted to call me at the end of the day Dusty. He wanted to call me Dusty because I can articulate things and he couldn't. And I said, hey, I'm not going to leave until you articulate, bro. Tell me why I am what you're calling me. Couldn't say shit. He couldn't say shit on a lot of the things I'd have said. And then a customer tried to get buck with me, and every time I turned to him, he took a step back. And then I took one step to him, and he was like ready to defend himself as if his life depended on it. And I said, look, bro, you ain't got to be afraid of me. Ain't nobody stopping you from getting your motherfucking beer. I don't care if you feel like I'm blowing your high. Nigga, you could have stepped to the other register and let me deal with the competent employee. This deals with business. It's not me just shopping, trying to consume shit. I drove 30 minutes to this store just to be met with incompetence, frustration, and ignorance. And then when I told this dude about himself, you know what he told me? He told me he was going to tell me. So I was ready to fucking do everything that this nigga was falsely proclaiming. So at the end of the day, I'm just talking, bro. You interrupted me. Please, I gotta edit you out right now. Yeah, so we'll talk later, bro. We'll talk later, bro. Yeah, bro. Look, you trying to hop on and be on and try to talk? Yeah. Bro, I got you, but let me just do this shit right now, you know? Okay. And one of these days we'll get together. I know this. Yeah, but you've seen me before. Yeah, I noticed you noticed me, so I want to put you on notice that I noticed you too. Hey, I'm gonna keep that in here. So, yeah, bro, like, it's just funny as fuck that, like, again, the dude was just being so ignorant, so fucking blatantly incompetent that I'm tapping. Again, I'm mad. So I'm trying to let this anger out. I did what I need to do professionally, just like when I showed you guys in the previous week. This is the last leg of the Capricorn energy. I had to stand up for myself. I don't know if I had to like go as hard as I did. I should have just left and just enjoyed my night. But I sometimes am brought to certain places to do certain things because I would be the one to do certain things. And because I am the one to do it, like, I think God and the angels know I am the one to do it. Like, let's send them here. And guess what? That nigga gonna be triggered. Like, they know I'm gonna do that shit, bro. They know it. And so because they know it, I think that, like, send me to places on purpose. And so let me take it to a more positive note. Okay? So in a more positive note, I'm sorry. In a more positive note, okay? I went to this in Las Vegas. They got these Arcos in other places. AM PMs is the same thing as an Arco. And then in Las Vegas, instead of calling them Arco or AM PM, they call them like Terribles. It's spelled terrible, but I think it's actually Terribles. But anyways, man, I went to this one like in the middle of my shopping, and I went to this place, got what I needed to get, and again, I didn't want to. I was getting mad because I wasn't getting any batches. I'm like, it's taking too long. I went and sat at a fucking Costco for like 10 minutes just to like not even get a batch. So I was kind of hot, and so I just left. And I went to the store to go get some water and some other shit. And you know what? I saw a young cat. There was a young dude in there, and he had on a suit, and then he was fresh. He had some pinky rings on. He couldn't have been no more than 13, 14 years old. And then he had like some tight-ass loafers on. He had a blue navy suit on with like some gray, cloudy, like colored loafers. And I was like, I just looked at him. Straight up. I walked to him, straight up, bro. Like, I went up to him, was like, and then I dapped that nigga up, bro. And then I dapped his ass up, just dapped him up, right? And so, like, the fact that I went and I did that and there was no problem, the cashier was just like, "Ooh, you looking fresh too." And so, like, what I mean is, even though I didn't know, I was mad, I was frustrated, I went to that spot, got what I needed, but because I'm me, I said some shit and I was like, boom. And then the cashier said something, and then it was like the gates unfolded. I'm like, oh, bro, hell yeah, you fresh. You looking good as hell. I love this suit. I love this shoe. We just giving him so many compliments, making him feel so good. So it was like, yo, bro, what you doing? And he was like, I'm going to church right now. Bro, it was Sunday at like 5 p.m. And this young dude dressed so dapper was going to church. And I was like, bro, you ain't going to church. You about to go preach the sermon at the church. And you should have seen the smile on this guy's face. And so me and the cashier just kept hyping him up. And so he left. And then when it was just me and the cashier, I was like, bro, we just made that nigga day. And so the fact that, like, I was able to realize, like, how much of a fucking impact I made on this kid, just for the simple fact that I say shit when I'm in certain environments, I'm not afraid to speak the fuck up. Crazy as fuck to understand and know that, like, these things happen on not my timing. I didn't know. I didn't give a fuck. Like, I didn't do anything outside of go get what I needed. But I saw it, recognized it, made him feel good, because guess what? If I looked good, I would want somebody to be like, yo, you looking fresh. Saw somebody at, like 2 days ago or something, saw somebody at the Starbucks. That nigga came in with a suit, 3-piece looking dapper as well. But there's an incident happening. Look at these people in the back. Watch these niggas. But anyways, there's people in there in the Starbucks, and they were like, art people having arguments and shit, creating a scene. And I was like, oh man, okay. Nobody's able to really recognize this dude and how good he looked, and he was looking at doing so. But because he was looking at doing so, you know, I was there looking to do the same thing, which was do my work, but then acknowledge people so people can be who they are and they can understand what the fuck they're doing and what they're getting into. Because at the end of the day, things happen as they occur. Things happen as they occur because things are always in divine timing. And so, as I've already stated, let things live. Let people do their thing. Let things occur on God's time. But if not, if you want to interject in people's lives, you got to be ready for the repercussions of that interjection, because nobody is doing anything to you outside of being in your environment living. You ain't gonna cut down a tree because the tree is by you. You're not. So I don't do that kind of shit. But if the tree gets legs and starts walking towards me and doing shit towards me, understand that the tree doesn't know what the fuck will happen to the tree. Which in the case of me, I look mean. I look vicious. I come off with a very harsh, strong tone. I'm in my devil energy. I'm not tripping on shit. But guess what? I'm also balanced. And you understand that I am also in the sense of my godlyhood. My godlyhood, my neighborhood of the God folk. My actions of helping. Like how again, I saved the lady out her fucking car like 2 days ago. Like, I do things that people do not on the positive, which means that I'm more than willing to do the shit that people do on the daily in the negative. I'm more than willing. I just don't get the opportunity to do that shit because God has me in a way higher state. And so if people are giving me the opportunity to be a demon, I'ma take it. I'ma take it. Why? Because at the end of the day, the world needs balance. And if they can have the utmost, highest God level energy and still treat it like it's some bullshit, at the end of the day, they got to be prepared for the worst shit that they can imagine. Because they can't imagine the worst shit that God can give them when they're demeaning people who are here to help them thrive, to help them survive, to help them grow into a space that they would never conceive of. Like that little kid who didn't know how fresh he was until some random black dude was like, nigga. Again, I don't know what it feels like to be on the receiving end of that side, but what I do know is I give that energy to way more people than those who are around me. I give that energy so repetitively that I'm aware and they're not. I know what the fuck is going on when they think something brand new is occurring. And the funny thing about it is I do it on purpose. It's like me baiting people in to come try me, to come try the Most High. It's crazy. So, with that being said, again, I want people to understand that this is holistic. As much as I'm on my light side, I am finely in tune and utmostly in tune with my dark side. Just because you don't see the shadow throughout the day doesn't mean the shadow is not there. Everything is available. It just depends on what you want to receive. And if you want to receive the devil will present itself in a fashion just like the angels will present themselves in the same fucking fashion. The devil will come to you if you want the devil. God will come to you if you want the God. But the God that you represent comes from the heart that you present to the world. So, if you don't understand people, give yourself some more grace in order to understand why you don't get it. Why you can't understand it. And if you can't comprehend your own questions, be prepared for an example of the real world. That fucking sucks, but I can say that because look at me. I'm not sitting here in a fucking mansion telling you this shit. All I do is work my ass off to provide the world with shit that they don't even give a fuck about, but they need. That's all I do. Just like when I'm in the classroom teaching motherfuckers shit that they need to know, they don't give a fuck to know, but then they're gonna bitch and complain about when they need to know it. Sometime in the future. That is all I'm here for. I've already said it. A lot of people on this channel, a lot of people who slide through here and hear me and see me, gonna just see me as some erratic, chaotic, crazy motherfucker, whatever. But at the end of the day, those who stick by me and understand and take the time to learn and to comprehend and progress with that comprehension, those are the people who truly understand. And most of it are not adults. It's mostly kids and older folks because they're about to die. So they're already thinking about and reflecting about the old things that they never did or could have done or should have not done. They are constantly reflecting. They're in a childhood state versus the children. They don't have much to reflect upon. They're in a childhood state, but what they're doing is establishing moments to reflect upon. So it's up to the people to determine what life they want to live. We call this manifestation in the motherfucking spiritual world. What you think, you project, and what you project, you attract. A lot of people in this world don't understand these things that I'm bringing. So again, this is why I'm choosing to express all of my anger, all of my frustration, and all of the things that would help you understand your own self as you learning and growing into who you deem yourself to be. So, with that being said, I feel like I've finally got a chance to truly release all the angers and frustrations of the previous ego. I know my previous ego died, and I was here with a new point of view, but I got triggered today. I'm sorry, I did. I'm a human. And it's not like the full moon in Capricorn is over. It's not like I don't have a Capricorn moon, which makes me so much more sensitive to all of these energies around people, all of these energies around readers, all of these energies around motherfucking scenarios. It's not like I'm not super sensitive to it. I am. The problem is that I hold myself back in order to do other things. Just like your manager would hold back certain things just to make sure he keep you on staff and you can keep doing work. This manager is not going to just blow his opportunities. Just like me, I'm not just going to blow the opportunities that I have in order to help myself while helping others in this motherfucking world. So, because I got all of these park people coming by, noticing that I'm doing these fucking readings, thinking I'm going live, seeing the shit that I got, please, try me. Try me, because what the fuck you gonna do is gonna end you in a situation that you don't want to be in. Why? Because nobody protects what they have more than a person who don't have nothing. I might look like I got all the money. Again, this chain is over 15 fucking years old. Give it to me as a gift from a person who I admire so much just because of the simple fact she was married to my great uncle. And you know what? That person does not think I value them because of the lies presented by others. But in reality, I still got this shit. I still got this shit. Over 15 years of cherishing this because you cherish my great uncle. And you know what? I ain't never fucking felt no kind of way. But they have. They've treated you like some bullshit, all because of your race. I would never do something like that. I want to show and prove that I would never do those things. This is over 15 years worth of fucking showing and proving. The same motherfucking bracelet and necklace set since I got when I first turned 15. Nigga, I'm about to turn 34. And my great uncle, who was there holding down the motherfucking family, supporting everybody in the best way that he could, to the point where he had to just say, fuck it. I can no longer fuck with you. I'm going no contact. I was a part of that no contact, and that sucked considering he was the one who helped me understand how to help myself. But guess what? I ain't mad. If my great uncle Ronnie was to ever see these and his wife, if they were to ever see this, this is the same shit. Almost 15 years ago. Same shit. Mr. Linda, thank you. Always, still. I'm sorry that those people lied to you. I'm sorry that those people manipulated you. And guess what? This is me completely expressing this Capricorn energy during the last parts of this Capricorn full moon. Sometimes the manager just is fed up. I'm sorry, you're fucking fired. That's where I'm at right now. So with that being said, again, I do apologize for those who came in here and was like, oh my God, what the fuck? I was not expecting this. Again, I'm sorry. But this is why we have timestamps, and if you don't like the energy I'm giving right now, hopefully you like the energy that I'm projecting at this current moment, and I hope that you understand that you can always fast forward to the actual reading. So, thank you all for supporting me, letting me vent, letting me rant, and at the end of the day, thank you for helping me be me. No matter which version of that me I am. So let's go ahead and get this reading. Again, I feel so much better already just venting. I did what I needed to do. I complained and made an incident report to the police. I complained and made an incident report to Instacart. And I complained and made an incident report to 7-Eleven. I can't do much more. Again, I wanted to fight the dude. I wanted to. As soon as he brought out his taser, I'm like, bring your ass over here. Let's see what you can do with it. Come on. Let's see what the fuck you can do with the weapon that you're bringing out and threatening me with. I got so mad. And then I got even more frustrated because I was right. And then when I called Instacart and they verified that I was right, I got even more angry. Because I knew I was right. Nigga didn't want to hear me. And then his partner had to come out. I had to yell at him and explain shit to him and tell him what the fuck was up. He was at least more open and honest with the situation. And then at the end of the day, I still had to fucking tell somebody else off, which was a random customer trying to go and get their product. And I'm like, bro, I'm not stopping you. That dude is. And he just wanted to call me loud, belligerent, killing his high. Again, everyone wanted to blame me. There's a lady even recording me. She don't know that I'll always record myself though, so I don't care what I come off as. But at the end of the day, I would never go back to that location nor that store for the simple fact that, again, they were low vibrational, they were ignorant, and I was way above them. Let me give you a little background. I told myself I was going to end doing the shopping. And so when I almost got to my house, my place of residing, I should really say, when I got to that, nearly to that place, an order popped up. I'm like, okay, cool. It's only like 6 items. I can go swing that real quick, especially when they put on some over-the-counter medicines. Whenever there's an over-the-counter medicine, I always try to do it because to me, that just shows that there's a person in need. So after all of that, just to have this dude immediately, again, I'll go into every store and I announce myself. Hey, my name is Kyle. I'm doing an Instacart order. Just get ready. Get ready. Show me some shit. Tell me something. And he was like, oh, no, we don't do that here. I don't know why you here. What? Nigga, I'm here because the app brought me here. What do you mean you don't do that here? Talk to me. Explain yourself. We don't do DoorDash or Instacart or Uber Eats or none of that. What? Instacart is absolutely not the same as DoorDash or Uber Eats. What the fuck are you talking about? It's not even in the same industry. I'm doing groceries and not fast food. What? I can understand why people would decline fast food, fucking food apps and third parties. 7-Eleven is a convenience store, not a McDonald's. So, again, just instantly giving me negative energy. Again, if this was any other black person in the situation, we would call this a crab in a bucket. That's it. I learned that white people do the same thing, but externally, like with jobs, and like networks. Black people do it internally. They're going to do the same thing with your heart and emotions. Oh yeah, I'm going to make sure you feel shitty. Just like a boss would make sure an employee feels shitty, not giving them a promotion, and then forcing them to maybe get another job or career. It's crazy. But with that being said, I want to get to this reading. I don't want to yap too much more because I'm pretty good on that. Let's let it go. I know that I kept thinking about certain things, like imagine if I would have had my girl with me or something, or my kids. That nigga don't understand, bro. I would have threw his ass across the fucking parking lot, like multiple times. He just didn't understand that was the energy behind behind the response to the disrespect. But people learn and grow, man, and I have a good ass heart. And because I got a good ass heart, I can't depend on other people to have good ass hearts. I gotta just not assume that they're devils and demons and treating people like they're shit because there's some shit on the inside. I can't just think that. Again, this is a learning lesson for you all with the emotion called anger and the emotion called frustration. Again, I will step into that energy absolutely. But is it conducive to the overall goal? And so if I would have got arrested or some shit or stayed too long, I wouldn't have been able to do the second part of my order. That person who has nothing to do with anything would have been screwed over. This is why I'm here trying to give you the last bits of this fucking full moon energy. I'm glad it's popping up in me like it's doing. I'm glad I'm able to convey it because, again, there is a positive side to me being confused saying, what the fuck? That was the young gentleman with the fresh-ass suit going to church. He was going to church. What better fucking can you get? 13, 14-year-old kid looked like he could be easily inside of gangs and fucking doing devilish shit. And this guy was buying water and getting gas for his mom, all for the simple fact that he was going to church. Nigga even had on pinky rings. Not fucking poor. But his emotions and his dictation of his mindset said, I gotta go help my mom with this produce shit. So, yeah, I appreciate y'all letting me yap. That was more of a rant than a yap, but hey, I hope you guys are able to trust in your ability to be mad, to be angry, to let that shit out, let it go. Because at the end of the day, if things are creating more anger and frustrations with you, you're already releasing it. So they're wasting their time, they're wasting their energy, and they're wasting everything that they got going on with themselves at this current moment because you, just like me, can always start over at fucking zero. Nothing. Resourceful. So with that being said, I hope that you guys appreciate that rant. Again, I'm not super duper angry to where I'm about to do anything crazy. Just like kids who don't do their homework, just like people who don't do their classwork, just like fucking jobs that don't communicate, it's fine, whatever. I have the channels in order to help myself continue to grow. So I hope that you can fast forward this if you don't like it, but I'm hoping that you can just, apply yourself and commit to the changes that I'm presenting. Because at the end of the day, we all have the same objective, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to keep us sane, keep us in gratitude, keep us in our natural states, because again, if you're mad and you're angry and you're doing shit out of the normal, that is not a bad thing. That is you teaching yourself what you need and why you need it and how come it hasn't been provided. So let's look at the dinosaurs. Dinosaur chicken nuggets. I don't even have any on me. I just thought about it in my mind, saw it in my mind's eye. Again, normally, dinosaur nuggets, they want double bags. And then normally on the chicken side, again, you got to come in super specific because they don't make rotisserie chickens all the time. And then they don't have all of the food available at the same time, considering lunch is a little bit after that. So it is all about being able to take the courage to speak up. Take the courage that you got, use it to speak up, use it to fucking reflect, use it to motherfucking hit the roundabout, but you have to take it out of you and apply it externally. Have the faith, have the trust that your grandparents are already trying for you, already praying for you, already creating scenarios where you can be great. Just know that's the case. And then you can take that strength and that power that we see in the fucking Queen of Pentacles, and then we can have you meow, 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 and understand that we don't have pet fucking beings any longer. But I do have a whole role for you just in particular. So let's move forward. Let's hit our fucking, condiment quota. And let's try to be the greatest us we can be. All right. So I'm here in the town. The area of town that I was in is not for me. So maybe you're in an environment or a situation where it's really not for you. Maybe you got the tools and resources to get yourself out of the situation, but it's going to take time. It's going to be slow, which creates more pressure upon you in the situation that you're in. But let's actually see what the cards are telling us, opposed to what we can interpret and infer. Let's start off with the cut. So expressing all that energy really got me exhausted right now. It's like that fire energy came in and then it came out, but there's no way to ground it at this point. And so I have actually, because I'm in my car by some trees, about to get out and just meditate. So I've grinded with that information. Just wanted to let you know because it might take a little bit longer to get the rest of your items, but I just wanted to make sure that for my Instacart shop order, everyone's on the same page. Exactly. So we're grounding this energy. What else do we need to know? Not only are we grounding this energy is activating us. Oh, it's not just activating us, it's activating us along our journey. A vision quest. A desert. This card. So, as I go ahead and start to progress and end this reading, let me get some clarification, please. On all of these cards. What's going on here? Somebody gotta have the strength to continue doing what they're doing, even if it appears to be outside of their vision. It is. It's in your vision. It's just certain things happen. So we got stillness, which is again meditation or something like that, and then we got power. So being still is going to help you really bring in this information and energy. Not necessarily being a, shopper or delivery driver or something, being at the pool. It's just a simple matter of, hey, I'm here. I think I got what you need. If you do, go ahead and, find what you need to find on your turn. So with that being said, I appreciate y'all being here. We have blessings coming in. Again, I absolutely appreciate you being here. You have the strength to stand up for yourself. You have the strength to yap. You have the strength to be, in a competitive rainbow. You have it all. You got the strength. You got the best blessings. So thank you for sharing your love and your light with me in this situation. Nothing more can matter. Nothing more is being presented. So I appreciate you. Thank you. And I will see you most likely tomorrow. All right. Peace. I feel like I was super melancholy, but it helped me release a lot of energy and get me all tired and shit. So follow your blessings and ground them, people. You already did enough. Peace.